All right, guys, good morning. It's 7:15. Just checking where I slept at last night. Look at these thorn things, man. These things are vicious. They went deep in my hand. Half my hand's bruised now. My whole finger where that went in, that's bruised. Vicious. It's like something out of a Tim Burton movie. Stormed for till 3 in the morning last night, and then it calmed down. I slept just in my shorts last night. I took everything else off, so none of that stuff dried, so everything's still soaked. But my body feels better right now. We'll see what happens when I start sweating. But as you can see here, I took the tights off. Just wearing the compression shorts underneath my shorts, and then I just wore this loose shirt instead of my t-shirt or sleeveless shirt that I usually wear underneath it. And there's just no way to keep them dry. They just didn't dry out in my tent last night. I couldn't have them out because the storm, obviously. But I've already seen 5 people pass me on the trail this morning. I'm all packed up. I'm going to hit the trail. I'm like 4.5 miles from the next rest stop where they have water. And then there's a grocery store there, so I was a little excited. But they're closed today. But I checked the map, and there's a Dollar General right on the corner. So hopefully I can get some powder. I'm going to need more bug spray already. What a day in. So I went nuts being back there. I don't like having my legs exposed like this, but I have to with this heat rash. It's actually brutal. Feel much better than I did last night. It's going up to 90 again today, so it's going to be a hot one. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's wet inside my pack. Like I said, my clothes are wet just from sweating. Nothing dries out in that tent. It's like, I don't know. And the tent itself wet. My sleeping bag's damp. So I got to get stuff out, but I'll have plenty of opportunities today. And I'm babbling. All right, I'm on the trail. I'll tell you what, I feel much more loose and free, and I don't cooler obviously, but it's early in the morning still. So just wearing this shirt without a t-shirt underneath it and without my tights on, I like this a lot better. But all them extra layers help keep the ticks off me, especially when I went to that one place where I was pulling like 60 off of me. So I got to bounce it out. But this does feel way better, especially no t-shirt on. My legs, everything's just breathing better. I woke up this morning with on my left foot, my whole toe's basically a blister. I got tape on it, but underneath the tape's definitely blister, but it's not affecting my walk at all. It's not painful unless I do like a long stride and where I push off of my toes, but I'm fine. So feeling good after what I did, 26 and then 21, I think, yesterday. So body's holding up. Blisters are going to happen. These shoes are still new. Blah, blah. Making my way towards the water and then towards Dollar General. Powder, hopefully. More bug spray, cold drinks. All right, guys, it's at 20 after 9. I just got water back there at the Trailhead. Now there's a gas station right here, and I believe there's a Dollar General. I think the lady I just met told me it's up here to the right. My phone's not working. I have no service here, so I can't check. Oh, yeah, right there. Bam. Perfect. When I was packing up on the trail this morning, 2 nice young ladies drove by, and they were, polite. And then as I was walking on the trail, they came back, and we were talking a little more, asking about my hike and all, talking about my YouTube channel. They were very, supportive and excited. So they said they're going to check it out. And then as I was approaching the trailhead, the one lady was walking on the trail towards me, and with her hand out. She gave me $20. I tried to turn it down, tried to tell her I didn't need it. It's not one of them things, but she insisted, so I didn't keep arguing. I took it off her. So she'll be paying for this Dollar General trip for some powder for this heat rash and some rehydration. She told me they make good sandwiches down there at the gas station, so I'll probably get that. Very nice lady. I wish I would have got your name. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. I don't think I gave my name, but it was very nice meeting you. She's getting ready to turn 69, so she's out getting her miles in, because every year on her birthday she rides however many miles she's turned. So she's getting ready to do a 69-mile bike ride. She looks absolutely incredible for 69 years old. Very active, young, great. It's very nice to meet you. And thank you again, and happy birthday. Happy 69th birthday. All right, it's 11:45, guys. I'm 6 miles in, just leaving the dollar store area in the gas station. Got a new big bottle of bug repellent, 40% DEET, like Repel Sportsman or something. Got a couple Gold Bonds, small ones. new baby wipes, hand sanitizer, all the nonsense. My pack got much heavier. I got 4 full liters of fluid on me now, and I had none this morning, so that's what, 8 pounds right there, plus probably another 2 pounds in nonsense. I bought some more tortillas, a summer sausage. I actually got some cherries and some mushrooms. I don't know why, they just look good, even though from a dollar store. Cherries weren't good, but they were still cherries. Mushrooms were mushrooms. Had a nice, delicious can of spaghetti-o meatballs right out of the can. If you heat that up, you're weird. Beefaroni, another one's meant to be eaten out of the can. The only one that you could heat up, and I'll give you a pass on, is the spaghetti and meatballs. That's actually better hot warm. I got like an hour and a half of power on everything, but everything's charging so slow. I also bought another power plug in there. It's a dual one, but it's not big like mine, so I should be able to squeeze in the tight spots. But it's already giving me trouble and was barely working, so that's probably a waste of $9. But got some power. I just couldn't take sitting there anymore in the heat and the sun. There's nowhere to get shade, so I'm on the road. My phone's up to 70. It took an hour and a half to take it from 70. It's taking too long with that dual charger. It probably did nothing to my power bank really, but oh well. Now I can listen to an audiobook for the day. Yeah, I started getting nauseous again, so I was like, let me go. I wanted to stay there for 2-3 hours. I just couldn't do it. But back on the trail, it's a hot one. It's at 88 right now, 100% humidity. But there is a nice little breeze. I'll give it that much on the trail. All right, guys, it's at 1:40. I am 11 miles in for the day. Just got some water from there. A lot of fun cutting through that high brush. I didn't see any ticks, but soaked myself down again, of course. It's just a nice and hot day. I've been looking at this. Not a whole lot of people out on the bikes or anything today. It's just one of them days. Slow, summer, warm day. I don't even know. I don't think it's officially summer yet. It's coming close, though. I don't know. But it's a hot day. I'll tell you what. I think when you go to drink these fluids, the ones that have been beaten in the sun and are so hot, I think that's probably worse than not having water, man, is when your water's hot. Oh, it's horrible. But you got to drink what you got to drink. All right, guys, it's, I think just shy of, I already forget what time it is. It's 10 after 3, and I'm just shy of 14 miles in. I just stopped and got water. Every time I come across a water source, I stop and fill up. So I got a little shy at 4 liters on me, but 4 liters is a lot of water to carry. But it's just needed today. I just taking my time, picking out these miles. My feet are doing good. It's got that blister on that one toe. It's like the whole toe from like halfway up is a blister, top, sides, and back. But it actually doesn't hurt when I walk. More so when I'm done and I keep squeezing it. It hurts when I do this. I'm just staying on top of hydration and knocking out these miles looking just like this. Again, it's going to be, we'll see when I can find a good camping spot. But for now, let's keep plugging forward. All right, guys. Hot, sunny, no shade. Ooh, I see shade coming up. It's at 5:05. I'm, can't even do the math. 19 miles in. Actually 18.86, but we'll just round that up right now. 19 miles. The sun just started getting to me. I'm going to take a break here in a minute. The fluid I got on the side of my pack is like drinking boiling water. So maybe something in the back of my pack, I doubt it, but maybe that's a little colder. I'm approaching, I believe it's Muncie, here in another couple miles, so I might be able to stop at another store. But honestly, I would like to stop short. I would like to stop short and just be done for the day. That way I can hit a store tomorrow. Sorry, I'm hearing this car is struggling to move. There's actually a serious accident back there now. I'm guessing maybe that car was involved in it. All right, as I was saying before, I got distracted by that car making all that noise. I'm looking to take a break here pretty soon. There's actually a little park coming up here in a half mile, so I'm going to keep pushing on. And then hopefully sit down on a nice bench or something for a little bit and take a break, hopefully in the shade. Oh, I'm exhausted. I was looking at maybe stopping there, but it's someone's property. All the good areas are all right next to someone's property. It's a rough trail for finding sleeping spots. But something will shake out one way or another, hopefully. All right, pulled up on the park. I might be able to sneak a tent like back there in the corner tonight. This might work out. So I'm just going to look around, see if there's a water source. If not, I got the lake, obviously, but see if I can make this work for me. But I'm definitely going to be taking a break here for a little bit because I've been going for quite a while without stopping. I can't remember last time I stopped, actually. Well, Dollar General, obviously. All right, then, I got that water fountain doesn't work, and the water in the bathroom comes out burning hot, but it's got an electrical outlet. So I'm going to sit here and relax and get some power. And one of the waters I have is not that hot. The other one is scorching. So I was looking at that lake. It's got Ohio had this thing called blue algae or something, and that whole lake is like blue and green. I don't know. It's supposed to be like poisonous or something. I don't know what information I'm giving you, if it's correct, if it even has it here, but I know Ohio had it, and this looks similar. So I don't know if that's good to be filtering, but I don't need to anyway. It'll cool down tonight, and I got that one on the ground right there is drinkable. So I'm going to sit here for at least a good hour, maybe more, get some juice, and then I'm probably going to go camp. Like, there's actually a private residence attached to this. It's kind of weird. I was walking around and it said private residence. It looks like it's part of the park, but I might be able to go behind here in a maintenance building or something, or up in these trees somewhere. I'm going to look around here and get a camping spot. But right now I'm going to hydrate and get some juice. Man, when you get into some shade and you just finally relax for a minute. I ended up going at just shy of 20 miles, 19.72 or something. I'm just, man, that sun beats you up. I'm darker than I thought I was. I got spots that are definitely sunburn. Yeah, my neck, I didn't put any sunblock on it today, and I haven't been wearing my gaiters. So I tried to keep my collar up, but the pack pulls it down. You can see the heat rash, it's healed up quick. I think that's where I got all over me. But it's doing much better today. Anyway, I'm just sitting here. I got the solar panel out for the watch, and I got the my power bank and my phone charging right now. I actually have 2 drinks, or a liter, combine them together, but they're not too hot. So my one bottle it was on the I guess the left side of my pack because it was getting most of the sun. So that bottle of water is like soup. All right, guys, good evening. It's 9 o'clock. I'm late. There's I don't know if you can see the cars coming. The highway's right up there. I'm right outside Muncie. I'm actually in South Muncie or something. The park I walked through is all back in there. The restroom I showed you was over there. I sat in charge of my stuff all night, but I'm in the tree line right here. And I'm just gonna lay here on the ground tonight. No tent or nothing. Just got my mat out. I sprayed myself down. This sun really beat me up, man. I feel like I'm burnt everywhere. I'm exhausted. So this is when I'm gonna sleep tonight, just on the ground. Pull my stuff sack out and use it as a pillow, and break my sleeping bag out here in a little bit. But it's not supposed to rain. So we'll see what happens. But this is the plan for tonight. I'll see everyone in the morning. 20 miles today. We did what, 26 yesterday, 10 the day before. Oh, I'm missing a day in there somewhere. 10. Oh, I forget. Today was my 4th day out, so. Did I do over 20 the last 3 days? Yeah, I did. That's correct. All right. Anyway, I'll see everyone in the morning. All right. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, June, what was it, 14th? I forget already. Yep, June 14th. It's my 5th day out, and man, that was actually a good night's sleep for me. Excuse me. It was a good night's sleep. Everything's pretty much dry. I feel like a little dampness in my bag, but I think like the trees absorb it or something. I don't know. I'm nice and dry, and I'm ready to roll. Feel good. Comfortable night on the grass, not on mud. So it was a good night. I'm going to get over back to the restroom area and do my morning routine, and get some more electricity going into my phone and my power bank, and then step off here in a couple hours. But
exciting. The highway was definitely a lot quieter, quiet last night. Nobody was on it. It was a good night.
Oh man, I thought I felt yesterday the back of my legs and neck. The back of my, it's probably not gonna come up on camera well, but the back of my legs are just fried. And my neck also, my neck is sore. But, oh well, it's what it is. I'll make sure I put some sunscreen on today. I don't know how the front of my knees don't get that sun, but the back do, the back of my legs. I was walking all day, but I'm gonna get packed up and I'm heading right over to the bathroom, like I said, to get a couple hours of that power in. All right, guys, you can see my setup here. I'm charging. The maintenance guy right there in the white truck just pulled up, and he came over and was extremely aggressive and rude. And don't get it twisted with the stuff. I'm really not the one. And he told, you can't be camping here. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not camping here. It's so closed from 7 a.m. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I've been here for about 20 minutes. I thought it was dusk to dawn. It was daylight. I came in off the trail, came over here because it's marked on my map, and I showed him where it's marked on my map. It's a good place to stop. Anyway, you gotta leave. I'm like, I'm not leaving anywhere. It's a public park, so you can try to make me leave if you're feeling like you need to, or you can call the cops or do whatever you need to do. But I'll be right here in a public park at 7:15 this morning. Trying to tell me I'm camping because my sleeping bags. I'm like, I'm drying my stuff out, man. Meanwhile, I did camp, but he doesn't know that. Watch the video and you will. And, even when I did camp in the park, but I was on the outskirts. I was hidden. Wasn't trying to do anything wrong. There he's cutting the grass up there. All right, I'm going to charge for a little bit and before I get kicked out. All right, guys, it's 7:34, so I got a little over an hour of juice on my phone. My phone's at like 93%. My battery bank got some juice. I'm gonna leave because I just don't want the headache. This guy's being a complete dick. Excuse my language. He keeps driving the mower by close. He's very passive aggressive. So I'm just gonna roll. No big deal. I got some juice. I told him, I was like, if I slept here, this stuff would have been charged already. I wouldn't be charging it right now. It's funny because there's like a shed in the back. And I was gonna plug my power bank in overnight, but I just can't risk that something happens to my power bank when I'm not there, because then I'd be pretty much screwed. So last night when I went to the trees, it's funny because he actually showed up. I didn't know it was him at the time, but I heard the mower start up last night. I'm like, uh-oh. And he drove around for a little bit, and I just seen him like passing through. So, and this morning he came by and got right back on the mower. So he was here last night. I'm glad he didn't see me last night, because then he would have known I camp here. I didn't even know I can't do nothing. Prove it. I didn't litter. I didn't do anything. I literally did nothing. Yes, I slept in a park where I'm not supposed to. There's a lot of worse stuff going on in the world, but I know that doesn't make it right. So. All in all, the guy's right. I didn't like his whole approach to me. That's all. I'm not trying to be immature or a little kid about it. He just came at me very aggressively, and I usually don't handle that very well, because I'll get a real aggressive right back with you, brother. I'm 41, but I got the brain of an 18-year-old infantryman still. So, we can get aggressive. My body feels good today, except I'm pretty sore. My heat rash is doing well. I coated myself in Gold Bond last night. I tried to keep the quilt off me as much as possible, but I needed it. It was nice sleeping on there. My quilt's dried out already, just it being 10 minutes out in the sun. My blister on my toe is pretty bad, but it doesn't hurt that much. Like, I'm not hobbling. I don't know why I show you my feet, but I'm not hobbling, so I'm able to walk. That's it. I'm still shaking a little bit, man. I thought for a second that I don't know. I don't know what I thought. But he came right up to me. Started making the hand motions and being loud when he was like, 25, 30 yards from me. And he came right up to me. So, like, face to face. Can't be camping here. I just want to be like, relax, man. All right? Don't be mad at the world that you married the wrong woman and she's cheating on you, and that you got to cut grass on a Monday morning when it's going to be 100 degrees out, all right? Just relax. All right, 8:30, Just leaving Dollar General. Got a full pack. I'm 2.36 miles in. This was only like 0.3 of a mile off the trail, so perfect stop. My pack's nice and heavy again. I got 4 full liters of fluid and a little frappuccino in the morning. Also grabbed a can of beefaroni, so I usually put 8.5 pounds just in my pack, so you can always feel that, man. But 4 liters of Gatorade I got, so good start to the morning. I'm still making good time, still nice and early, so hopefully I'll get a chunk of miles here before the heat sets in. It's going up to like 85 today with 90-some% humidity, so it's going to be a hot one, or closer to 90, I think, something like that. It's going to be another warm one. Then the next couple days are going to be low 80s and then even a high 70s in there with low humidity, so I'm really looking forward to that. Some nice clean trains. I couldn't think of the word. Carriers. Look, brand new. Maybe I should hop on in there. All right, guys. I'm 5.10 miles in. I'm passing through like downtown Muncie right now. Just past the headquarters of the Cardinal Belt Trail. I'm pretty sure, looking at the train, made me think back. I'm pretty sure I used to watch Stove the Hobo. I think I talked about him before on the channel. He was a veteran. He used to ride the rails, but yeah, I think I mentioned him before. But pretty sure he was in this town before and caught a train out of here. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some old videos tonight, or when I have service later. But the trails are up there, and when I passed it, man, there's a couple nice little areas you could definitely jump on a train. Stove the Hobo, rest in peace, brother. Beautiful day so far. I just stopped at a gas station, had a V8. I've been craving them. And the Dollar Generals haven't had them. Well, they had them, but they're all warm. There's nothing better to me than a nice cold V8. I actually got 2 of them because I'm a hog. All right, guys, it's 12:30. I'm 9 miles in. Just took a little break here at this Trailhead. Had some acute stomach issues going on, so I'm glad there was a porta-john here, because it's not to get too graphic, but it's not the kind of stomach issues you want to be handling in the woods. So I took about 4, 5 Imodiums, and we'll see. But that was it was a rough hour. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I felt it a little while ago back in town right after I drank the V8s, and I was like, ooh. And I knew this Trailhead was coming up, and as soon as I got here, it's all she wrote. But 9 miles in, I have 6.5 more to go until the trail ends. And then, like I said, I got like 10.5 miles or something like that of going through like farmland and stuff like that. So I'm a little more sunburnt than I thought. My back on my legs especially, it looks like a blisters. I don't know if it's a heat rash with sunburn on it or what, but it's pretty bad. So I coated my legs with my sunblock stick, 55 SPF 55. I had to put my neck gaiter back on because my neck was getting it bad. I almost put my tights back on, but I need to let that heat rash heal up a little more. We'll find out in a couple minutes if I should have left or not. Another thing that's going on is almost every step I take, I can't tell if it's my ankle or my knee, but something's like clicking, like popping. It's no pain. And I've had it happen before, but like usually it happens when I get up and I walk around like the house or something, just for like a couple steps. But it's like every third step, click, pop, 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 pop. So I don't know what that is, but it's actually quite annoying. I don't know. Maybe it's my stomach might have something to do with the sun. I don't know. Is that even possible? Too much sun? So I've been getting beat up with the sun. Yesterday evening, I became like a vampire. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, man, it's just even a light sun was touching me. I'm like, and I'd be moving. I don't know if you can hear that popping, but. All right, guys, you should smell. I've been smelling ammonia for like the last 20 minutes, and this is why. It's 2:30. I'm 15.75 miles in. Coming up at this intersection here, I'm supposed to branch off. The trail ends another half mile up, but I'm going to go straight up the half mile and get water at the Gaston Trailhead entrance. There's supposed to be a water fountain there. And then I'm going to look for a place to camp around there. I'm not going to push any more today. This sun is just beating me up. The back of my left leg mostly, but my right leg a little bit is just a little sunburn. And I've been doing 20-mile days, so a 15 ended up being around a 16-mile day, or actually it ended up being around 17 miles. I'm sorry if I got to go back a mile. It's enough for today because I got to push through these farming areas, and there might not be another place to camp for at least another 10 to 12 miles. So I'm going to go up here and get water and relax for a little bit. Hopefully there's a picnic table with underneath some shade. But if not, I'll figure it out. But I'm at least going to get some water and then figure out my next move there, camping somewhere around this area. Well, it looks like I'll be able to camp somewhere back here. I mean, you're not supposed to. Is there a house over here? Of course. That actually looks like some garages, but I can go somewhere back in here. Yeah, this might have definitely worked. Let me go get some water. All right, there is that little picnic table. That's what I was hoping for. Just something to get me out of the sun for a couple hours. I can just sit here and relax. Surrounded by houses, though. All right, water in the water fountain's nice and cold. I'm gonna enjoy it and sit here and relax for a couple hours and put together my next couple day plan. All right, good evening, guys. It's at 9:30. Give you a layout here. That's where I was at up earlier. There's the porta john. There's a little picnic area I was at earlier. The trail is literally right there. Just in this little cutoff. There was just two people sitting there talking for the longest time, and I thought they had to see me, so I just started playing, had my phone on and podcast, and they didn't see me. Now the old guy saw me, and he went on this dog come, so I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't call the cops or whatever. But I'm at whatever. The trail's right there. You can see through. I'm just laying out in the open tonight. I was gonna set up the tent, but I'm just gonna lay out. I'm too lazy. Spray myself down with the bug repellent. I got my defensive fighting stick, bug repellent, and my mace. And I'm gonna probably put this over my face, my little scarf, cover my face up. I just spray myself down with the bug spray again. This is pretty hard ground. I could have chose something better. I may get up in the middle of the night, depending on how dark it is, and just come out here on the grass area. Just because, believe me, that's all the difference in the world. Just from this, oh yeah, you can just feel it on the feet. I mean, this is like laying on stone. But that's it, guys. It was a good afternoon. I got some, charged my phone up. I ran it down, charged it up again, ran it down. It's like 70 now. So I've used a lot of electricity, but I put a lot of power into my power bank. So it's going to be sunny for the next couple of days. Tomorrow and the next day are actually like low 80s, high 70s for both days, low humidity, and then it gets hot again. So I'm going to try and enjoy these next couple of days. And then that's it. We got a little farm right here too, you can't see, but you can hear the horses, being horses and all the other animals. But so this is my setup. I'm just babbling now. So I feel like I haven't done the camera in a while, but this is it. I'll see everybody in the morning. Hopefully I don't have any issues and I get to spend the night here because all right, good morning everybody. It's excuse me. I don't even know what it is. What is it, Wednesday?
Let me get my watch out. It's Tuesday, June 15th. It's 5:45. The rooster's got me up, so get up, and besides this hard ground's got me up. I gotta clean up. I've been kicking dirt and rocks all night. One of the disadvantages is shortening my mat, but overall it was a decent night. The mosquitoes were real bad, but then the wind picked up, knocked them all down, and then the temperatures actually dropped to like 56 or something, so I had to cover up all night long and everything. So overall it was a good night. All right, back in my picnic area. I got a couple new spider bites, but I'm no worse off for wear. I actually think sleeping in the dirt's good for you. Keeps you healthy. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm actually quite chilly right now. It's 59 degrees out, but I think with my sunburn and everything, I'm cold. Once I got out from under that quilt, I'm a little chilly, so I'm gonna put my tights on today. I cannot afford my back of my legs to get any sun today at all. It's just, yesterday it was hurt. Like I said, I was like a vampire, like, oh, sun. So I'm gonna sit here just take my time this morning. It's still early. I've been doing good on power. Today's my 6th day in the field, and I still have, a relatively full charged phone, and my power bank is still showing 4 dots, even though I know it's getting ready to change and go back to 3, but still, it's, I'm doing quite well on power. Back in the days when I would only, wouldn't even be able to last for 5 days. All right, guys, it's 9:30, baby. I'm just now leaving. I took my time, obviously. I think I was up, I forget what time, but I forget already what I said this morning to you guys, but I was up around 5. I don't think I actually got up till right around 6 or just shy of 6, but I've been sitting there for the last 3.5 hours. Getting some solar for about the last hour and a half, playing my phone at the same time, so the sun's been good for solar. Got my tights back on. I had to. I can't take any more sun on the back of my legs. They're extremely burnt, plus the heat rash on them. And then when I rub sunblock on it from a stick, between the bug spray and the sunblock, I'm just like rubbing gravel on little pieces of dirt into my leg and the heat rash. It's fun times. But slow start this morning, but I took my time, feel good, had some music on, listened to a little bit of a book, blah, 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 blah. There's actually a set of railroad tracks up here that run. And the railroad tracks, if I took them, will take me to the exact same spot I'm picking up this trail again in about another 15, 16 miles. And that would cut off like 4 miles. But, I don't know if the tracks are busy. I don't think they are. I haven't heard much, if anything. But walking on tracks is a little... If you're not on the center on the track, you're walking on the angle. So I'm just going to take the prescribed route. Like I said, we got it somewhere around 16 miles or so. All right, guys, just cutting through the town of Gaston. There was actually a gas station right there. I mean, that was literally 0.8 of a mile from where I camped at. I wish I would have known that last night. I wouldn't have wasted my Kool-Aid, because now I had the Kool-Aid mixed in with all that iodine water, and I dumped it out because I got 4 delicious Gatorade Fierce blue cherries. Here's something that's been my mind. It's been messing with my head. My Smart Water bottles are 33 ounces. So when I buy a 32-ounce Gatorade, obviously there's like a little gap. But sometimes there's more of a gap, and I'm like, it's been driving me nuts. 'Cause I think it just hasn't been making sense to me. And I just realized that some of the Fierces are only 28 ounces. And some of them are 32, so I don't know, it confuses me. I'm not good with numbers. I don't know if all the Fierces are 28, I don't think so, because the other day I had a Fierce and it was 32 because I looked. But anyway, the ones I just got were 28 ounces. Gatorade, you've been messing me up, man, with math in my head. All right, guys, it's 11:44. I'm 5.60 miles in. I'm just passing through the small town of Matthews, Indiana. Got about another 9 miles to go until Johannesburg, which is where I pick back up on the Cardinal Greenway. So road walking on this same exact road for about 9 more miles.
No shoulder, baby. All right, just road walking. Been looking at a lot of this. I'm 8.60 miles in. I don't even know. Plenty more miles to go before I get back on the trail. And this clicking. It's driving me nuts. I think it's actually coming from my knee. It's hard to tell with the wind and being outside, and I'm half deaf anyway. I don't feel nothing. What do I know? Blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, on the outskirts of Jonesborough, Indiana. I got like we'll call it a mile to get to the Cardinal Greenway. I am 15 miles in for the day. Well, 14.89, but we'll call it 15 just for so it sounds good to my ears. That's it. I'm hoping to. I got about a liter of fluid left, so I'm hoping to. There's some gas stations, but I might have to walk a little distance, so we'll see. But I'm actually looking. I want to wrap it up now. A little sore today. It was a good walk though. It's hot, but it's not overbearing. Good breeze. Listen to a book the whole time, but I like to hit a gas station, re-up on my fluids, and then find a camping spot. It's 3:15. And I am 16 miles in, just shy of 16. So a little bit of a mile since I told you last. I'm right back on the Greenbelt Carway. I was just at Greenbelt, jeez, Cardinal Greenway. I don't even know the name of it anymore. Let me go look. Oh man, I'm tired. That not taking a break wears on you. Almost 16 miles, no break. The Cardinal Greenway. I'm back on it. There's a river down there. I was just figuring out what to do for water, but less than a mile away, there's supposedly another park entrance, like a little rest stop like this, and they have water there. So I'm going to take a quick little break here and then walk up there because the closest gas station or whatever is in Gas City. It's over the river, and it's like 2 miles away, so 4 miles round trip. I don't feel like doing that tonight. So water is just fine as long as it's cold. I'll get some water and then I'll just sit down and relax, and I got to find a place to camp still. Yeah, the houses are right up on the trail on this point, but if you look down there, it's not super thick, and once you get down this little embankment hill, it flattens out. So I've seen a couple places I can camp. Like I said, the houses are literally right here, but you know, it's what is today, Tuesday? You know, it's Tuesday evening. You know, no one's coming out here on the other side of the hill, and I won't set up my tent if I even decide to set my tent up. I'm on one of them. It's not. Well, no, I am, because it's not. Well, no, it is windy, so I don't know. I'm all confused. I'm not thinking straight. But I really enjoy not setting a tent up. It's just so much quicker, easier, neater, in and out, boom, boom. But you know, bugs, and that's a problem. So yeah, I'll probably set my tent up tonight. I'm gonna be in them woods, not in an open area. But I've seen a couple flat spots. I don't know if I want to be drinking out of there. It just looks very dirty from, looks like rain. It's all turned up and muddy looking brown. So yeah, it's this trail for like another 9 miles, and the switchback trail for, you know, whatever, 5-6 miles, and then back roads, and then the nickel plate trail for you know, a good chunk of miles. So the next couple days are mostly going to be on trails like this, but I'll forget all that in another minute. Well, guys, that's why I did this, because guess what? There's no water fountain here. It's labeled on the map and everything. It's a water fountain, but there's no water fountain here. I'm going to walk up here just a little bit. Maybe it's at the entrance here. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to check. If not, I'm going to be walking to a gas station at least a mile away. And there's no sleeping spots except for all the way back in the beginning. So I might walk a little further too. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know as I figure it out. I'm glad I didn't finish all my drinks. All right, well, the trail is literally, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. I'm literally walking back towards the area I came at. So I checked my phone down there, and gas stations around me, and it showed me the only ones were over in Gas City, right over the bridge, like 2-3 miles away. So I get on the trail, and now it's sending me back in only a half mile or 6/10 of a mile to the Circle K. So my phone is always telling me crazy stuff with locations. And 7 times out of 10, it's trying to tell me stuff in Massachusetts all the time. I don't understand that. Oh. I seen a sign when I came in. There's our city hall, saying golf carts regulated by the city. So I understand why, because I've probably seen already 15 people. Oh, not the Kathmandu Bar and Grill. I've probably seen 15 people driving around on their golf carts already. I just passed the golf cart dealership down the street. Nice old couple test driving it, taking it for a spin. Oh, there's the circle. I literally was 3 blocks from that way too when I got on the trail and came this way. So I walked down this way and then came all the way up, and it was right there. It's my phone makes no sense. Like when I ask it a question, like hey Google, I get different results than when I type it in. I don't ask me. I was in the infantry for a reason. I get all confused. Technology. All right, guys, 6 o'clock. I'm back on the trail. Like 17 in for the day now. The Circle K is like a mile back that way. I wasn't real excited about the spots that I seen earlier, so I just decided to keep walking down a little further. I'm going to go about no more than a mile, and then I'll backtrack on it being a 2-mile backtrack if I can't find any place up here to camp. I probably should just stayed at the first places I seen. That way I can also hit the Circle K again in the morning, restock up, and then hit the trail. So I only have like not many miles left of this Cardinal Beltway. Greenway. I already forget the name. All right, guys, it's 6:30. There's the trail right there. On the other side, probably about less than 100 yards away, on the other side of the little woods and then the road, there's the houses. But this is pretty good. No one can see me down here. Well, unless, you can see me clear as day if you come by on the trail, but I won't set the tent up until, dark, probably almost 10 o'clock. If I set the tent up, I'm still debating. It's actually a pretty open area. I might not. I probably am. But I'll wait till dark, so chances someone come by are, minuscule. That's it. I'm gonna sit here and hydrate and listen to burn some electricity since I'm doing so good on it. 6 days in, I've done some pretty good miles. I think I did a little over 18 today. I may backtrack in the morning. So we'll call it a mile and a half, 2 miles to get to the Circle K, restock up. I actually spent a lot of money today in gas stations. I think I spent like $40 today just on drinks, but there was no other water sources, so I had to. I mean, I didn't have to. I could have did the river. I could have knocked on the door, but it was my, primary choice was a gas station. All right, good morning, everybody. It's 6:15 on Wednesday, June 16th. I'm almost done packing up. I set the tent up last night. I forgot to get some shots of it. I was just preoccupied with my phone and blah, 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 blah. Got to pick up my Gatorade bottles, put a couple more things away, and then I'm going to get on the trail. I'm still bouncing around my idea if I'm going to walk backwards a mile and a half, so 3 miles round trip to go back to Circle K, which I probably am. That way I can try to get some more power. Even though it's a bad spot, I was getting stared at. I'm getting very uncomfortable in towns. It's funny, I was putting my pack on and I had my back to the road, and a lady stopped her car and says, "You better not be pissing." And I turned around and looked at her, and then she just drove off real fast. I guess it kind of would look like that, but in the standing right, I don't know, whatever. It's all about how you look.
I walked up to get my stuff from the Circle K, and the lady put her mask on. So I understand. I stink. Today's my 7th day out. Yesterday was 6. So yeah, I know. I'm dirty and I stink. I get it. You don't see a whole lot of hikers back here. I actually seen a couple bikers yesterday. 2 groups of 2 that look like they're through biking or long distance biking. Their bikes were loaded up. But yes, I'm probably gonna go back to the Circle K and get some power and stock up on fluids again, and then hit the trail fresh. So, all right, guys, 8:45. That's where I slept at last night down there. I'm back on the trail. It's 3 miles in already. But I was all backtracking the Circle K and coming back. I spent an hour at Circle K. Got my phone up to 80% while I was listening to a Lex Friedman podcast. And with Dan Carlin, the guy I talked about a couple days ago. It's an old podcast. I'm just re-listening to it. Got an hour extra on my battery bank. Man, my power situation is so good for being out 7 days. It's pretty much like I just stepped out. But I've just been lucky. No issues, no problems. Drank a Red Bull, ate a banana, had 2 cheese sticks, grabbed another cheese stick and some almonds for a snack later, so I'm ready to roll. I go from this trail to something switchback trail for a handful of miles, and then road walking, and then I get on the nickel plate trail. Looks like a 25, well now like it's called a 28-mile day to get the nickel plate trail, so I will play it by year, but it's only going up to 80 today, sunny, and like 30% humidity, so low humidity, so I'm loving that. That was so many people saw me in my camping spot. I should have sat on the trail and then went down there later in the night, but I just went down there, cleared it out, and so many people see me, driving by. I get the stink eye, and kids stopped and talked to me. They thought I was homeless. They thought my hiking pole was a fishing rod. So they were like, "Oh yeah, you can catch dinner. There's some big catfish in the creek," and et cetera, et cetera. I explained to them what I was doing, and they were like, "Oh well, I wouldn't sleep here on the trail then." They're like, "There's a lot of crazy people walking by at night." And I'll tell you what, I happened to, throughout the night, there was at least 4 different people walking by on this trail. I mean, late night, the first one I saw was around 1 a.m., and then 2 people walked by around 3, and another, person around 5. So definitely some activity on this trail. Cops pulled somebody over, right on that road right there, right across from where I slept at last night around 9 o'clock, and they arrested him. He was on a bike. All I heard was a bike pull up. So I'm like, what's going on? And then so I popped my head over the hill, and I see the cops locking this guy up. I'm like, oh, so it was an active spot. The kids that thought I was homeless asked me if I was homeless because they were going to offer me food and water. Thank you, but I'm good. Although I am kind of homeless, but I'm choosing to be out here. Man, wish I was in that water park right now. All right, made it to the Marion Trailhead here in Indiana. And I went to a Sunoco real quick to replenish my liquids. Came back and the train's blocking my path. Now, if I wasn't such a can of Spam, I would just go under. It was just moving, then it slammed, stopped. So I guess some of the cars are linking up. And then it went backwards a little. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go underneath it. So I'm just walking around it here on the side. Woo, see, I was just getting ready to go close to it. Yep, that scared the shit out of me. Guess I don't gotta walk around it now. Damn, that hurt me. All right, guys, it's I don't even know what time it is. Hold on. It's 1 o'clock. I'm 10 miles in for the day. The trail's getting ready to end another 3 miles. It actually goes from the Cardinal Greenway until to the Switchback Trail. But it's only like 3 or 4 more miles, and then I'm all on roads, back roads, for about 20 miles until the pick up on the Nickel Plate Trail. And I'm just looking at it, and it's all through farmland, and well, there's just not many places to camp in farmland. It's very few and far between, so my knees are sore. That's why I took a break. I was making good time, but that clicking in my knee, and then I started feeling just a little sore. Both my knees are a little sore, but I've been doing some good miles all on walking on concrete, so I guess my knees should be sore. But so now I'm at this point where I'm probably gonna end up staying here. I should have grabbed more fluids back there at that Sunoco, which is only a couple miles back. I guess I could walk back, which I'm not going to, but I could. Oh, excuse me. Railroad tracks are right there. I'm on this farmland right here. But I mean, this little piece of land, I'm assuming is part of the trail. But what I'm saying, I could probably camp here, and it's not a big deal. I might have to think about it. I'm already leaning towards probably. I just noticed there's a little. I'm hoping this is a stream right here. See, I'm hobbling. My knees are pretty sore right now. But I've been pushing. I've done over 100 miles, and today's my day 7. So it's been, usually I'm taking a break around now. I haven't taken a break. I mean, a couple days off, you know what I mean? So I've been pushing it pretty good. After not pushing it hard at all. There's no water here. I was hoping there would be, but... yeah, so the next 20-mile stretch, I don't know where I'm going to get any... hopefully I pass a house or something coming up, because... thinking ahead to tomorrow, I'm going to need to get some fluid. It's all dried up. But, yeah, I'm just babbling. So, I might have to make that walk back to the Sunoco here in another hour or two, just to stock up for fluids for tonight. And then, also for tomorrow's push. Like I said, from this point on to when I reach the Switchback Trail, or not the Switchback Trail, Switchback Trail is right up here in a couple miles. It's like 22 miles, 23 miles. That's a long stretch of all through farmland, basically, just old country back roads. So I'll be able to grab a house or something there to get fluids, but I'm not a big fan of doing that. So I might just back up, hit the Sunoco up. I think it's only like, it can't be quite 2 miles, but I'll look at it. I'm just babbling now. I'm probably all right. Actually, I'm looking at the map. 2.5 miles up, pretty much where the Switchback Trail is almost over, and that's Sweetser, Indiana. There's a Dollar General and a gas station there, so I don't have to go back to stock up for tomorrow. I got 3 liters and a little bit of this left fluid, so I'm probably good for today if I'm not moving. I am good for today. I can make that last, especially if I'm not moving. So I'm probably just gonna sit here and do absolutely nothing all day. And then I get up early, and then I stop at that place in a couple miles, and then I stock up, because then I got a long stretch, like I said, over 20 miles through just back roads in that country. And I got to get them done so I can get to the Nickel Plate Trail. And then the Nickel Plate Trail is just like this. It's probably going to be difficult camping again, but, I'll figure it out later. But today might be over, but I'll keep you posted. All right, 3 o'clock, guys. Just sitting here, still haven't moved. Yeah, my knees are extremely sore today. They're just getting like worse and worse. Probably because I stopped for this long now, so they're tightened up. And I stretched today and everything, and that's something I haven't been doing, stretching. I need to get back into stretching some. I think it helps out a lot, especially my right knee, the one that's popping. Like when I pull it, yeah, I get definitely a pain on my left side of it. But both my knees are sore today, so I did 10 miles to get here. Like I said, I think I have like, 3 or 4 miles left of like trail like this, and then almost 20 miles of back roads till I get to the Nickel Plate Trail. So tomorrow's going to be a long day. I'm not done 20 miles before, but tomorrow's going to be 87 degrees, but the humidity's only going to be about 40%, so shouldn't be that bad. I'm going to have to bust out the sun umbrella and use it tomorrow, even though I hate holding it, and I just don't like the whole look, but I'm going to have to use it, and hopefully my knees feel better. I've just been eating and drinking like a hog. When you're not doing nothing, it's amazing. I've already drank 2 liters of fluid, so I got 2 liters of Gatorade left. And, get the solar panel here, get some shade. It's not a bad setup. I'm going to just put my tent right here. You can see all the homes in the distance, but I'll be fine here.
All right, it's 9:35, guys. I've been here since I think noon, so it's been a long day of just sitting out. A good day, don't get me wrong. I just wasted electricity, but I got everything set up. I'm getting ready to go in there and lay down. Just took a couple of Advil PMs. My knees are real sore. I've already said that a couple times, but it's just a long day of sitting there not doing nothing. It's way too early to stop at noon. Tomorrow's a big day, so I'm gonna have to do probably around 26 miles or so just to get to another trail like this, and then I gotta find a camping spot when I get to that trail. Now, maybe I come across a camping spot in the evening that I can break off on, I don't know, but I'll be going through, like I said, farm roads, so it's not like farming is just, it's not a whole lot of woods around. It's because it's all farmland, obviously, because if there's woods there, you can't make any money off the land, so we'll see what I run into, but it's a good day. Hopefully my knees feel better. I put in some new insoles. I took out the ones in the shoes I had in there and put in a different pair. I brought 2 pairs with me just in case, and I'm glad. We'll see tomorrow if that has any effect on my knees, but I'm gonna try to get some sleep, guys. See everyone in the morning.